Hello everyone and welcome to Drive and RPM. Over the last 12 months, the entire world learned to speak a new name, and that name is BYD. You have seen the Atto 3 dominating the streets from Australian suburbs to European capitals. You have seen the Seal challenging the established order. And you saw the news that shook the industry when BYD bought their own massive ship, the Explorer No. 1. To transport 7,000 cars at once. It looked like the final chess move. A checkmate, a demonstration of force that no other automaker, not even the traditional giants like Toyota or Volkswagen, could dream of matching. BYD was no longer just playing the game, they were becoming the game itself. But while the world was fixated on BYD, another giant, a silent empire, was preparing its own devastating counterattack. The news that has just broken is a massive punchback. Geely has entered the chat. Yes, the owner of Volvo, Lotus, Polestar, and Zeekr has just announced that they are also deploying their own massive fleet of ships. A vessel with the capacity for 7,000 cars is not a coincidence. This is Geely saying, we see your bet and we are raising it. The war for the global market will not be won easily by BYD, because the true predator, the company that revived Volvo and reinvented Lotus, has just arrived at the port, and they are not coming in a rented boat. Today we are going to talk about the only company in the world that has the size, the technology, and now the logistical audacity to fight BYD head-on. Forget the failed experiments of the past. Prepare to meet the Geely empire because the real war starts now. So stay with me until the end. And if you enjoy this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. To understand why Geely can simply decide to commission a ship for 7,000 cars, you need to understand the man behind the curtain, Li Shufu. In 1986, while BYD was barely an idea, Li Shufu was in rural China making refrigerator parts. But he was not just a manufacturer. He was a hunter of opportunities. He made a fortune with refrigerators then. In 1994, he made a fortune with motorcycles, but he wanted cars. The government initially denied him a license, and the elite mocked him, saying a car is just a sofa with 4 wheels. But in 1997, he bought a license from a bankrupt state automaker and entered the game. While BYD spent the 2000s focusing their genius on vertical integration, making their own batteries and their own chips, Li Shufu focused his genius on something else entirely, which was acquisition. He realized he did not need to spend 50 years learning how to make premium cars if he could simply buy 50 years of engineering. In 2010, he made the move that changed the industry forever, when Ford, broken by the financial crisis, sold Volvo. The global press predicted the end. They thought a fridge factory would destroy the Swedish brand of safety. But Geely made the most brilliant play of the decade by giving money and autonomy to Volvo. They essentially downloaded Volvo into their corporate brain, learning about safety, about modular platforms like the CMA and SPA, about Scandinavian design, and about premium brand management. With this knowledge, they went shopping again, buying Lotus and transforming it from a British garage brand into an electric hypercar powerhouse. They bought the London taxi company and half of Smart from Mercedes-Benz. Most importantly, they began creating their own brands using Volvo DNA, like Polestar and Link and Co. Now let us talk about the arsenal that is coming on that ship, because Geely is not just coming with one product, they are coming from all sides at once. BD built its global empire on 2 pillars, which are the Atto 3 for volume and the Seal for prestige. The response from Geely is a 3-pronged attack, a total pincer movement. The first front is the battle for the volume segment. Many thought Geely would only come with luxury cars, but they are striking at the heart of BYD with the Geome Xingyuan and the Galaxy E5. These are the anti-Dolphin soldiers. These cars are not here to put on a design show or boast about 800-volt performance. They are here for one mission, which is to steal every single sale from the BYD Dolphin and the entry-level EVs. These are compact electric hatchbacks focused entirely on cost-benefit. Geely is not waiting to create an image, they are sending these soldiers to the front lines right now. The order is clear. To stop the domination of BYD in the city car segment, Geely is willing to fight in the mud with aggressive pricing, but it does not stop there. For the customer who already has a small EV and wants an upgrade, BYD offers the Auto 3, but Geely is offering the Galaxy E5 and the Volvo EX30. This is the second punch, the continuation of the volume attack. The Galaxy E5 creates a product ladder within their store, so the customer never needs to go back to BYD. Now we move to the second front, which is the attack from above. Geely knows that you do not sell only on price, you need to win on perception and desire. This is where Zeekr comes in. Think of Zeekr as the Audi or Porsche of the Geely Group. It is the brand of luxury, performance, and cutting-edge technology. The debut models causing a stir in Europe are the Zeekr 001 and the Zeekr X. The Zeekr 001 is a statement. It is not a sedan and it is not an SUV. It is a shooting brake, a sporty wagon similar to what Porsche does with the Taycan Cross Turismo. The technology is the differentiator here. While many mass-market BYD cars operate on 400-volt platforms, which is great, the Zeekr 001 uses the C platform with 800-volt architecture. What does this mean? It means the same performance level as a Porsche Taycan or an Audi e-tron GT. We are talking about absurdly fast charging, going from 10 to 80% in under 20 minutes. The top-of-the-line version has over 500 horsepower and does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 4 seconds. This is not a car to fight with the standard BYD sedans. It is a car designed to make them look simple. It is a battle of perception. Then we have the Zeekr X, a luxury subcompact that is a direct cousin of the Volvo EX30 using the same platform. The design is futuristic and angular, and the interior is a technological work of art coming to fight with the BMW iX1 and the Mercedes EQA. Zeekr does not come to compete on price, it comes to compete on prestige. And now we go to the third front of the battle, which is crucial for our viewers in Australia and other markets that love utility vehicles, the world of utes and pickups. Geely knows this market is huge. BYD knows this even better and has already launched their offensive with the BYD Shark. It is a plug-in hybrid ute, strong, technological, and capable. BYD established the hybrid standard for this transition period. But what did Geely do? They looked at the Shark hybrid and said, okay, that is cute, but we are going to skip that step entirely. Geely is not bringing a hybrid pickup to fight the Shark. They are bringing a much more aggressive bet by creating an entire brand just for this called Radar Auto. This is the Radar RD6. Do not be fooled by its looks. It is a monocoque pickup, the perfect size for urban and lifestyle use. But it has a crucial difference. It is 100% electric based on the C platform. It is not an old-school chassis truck, it is focused on comfort and the technology of a passenger car. But with the versatility of a bed, it has a front trunk or frunk, and it has V2L outlets in the bed to power a fridge or power tools. The range is impressive and the strategy is bold. BYD is making the transition with the hybrid Shark, while Geely is betting on the leap. They are targeting the customer who does not want a combustion engine anymore, even as a generator. It is a direct fight of philosophies. Geely is flanking BYD, offering a 100% electric ute in a segment where BYD offers a hybrid. They are attacking the niche within the niche. Now go back to the ship of 7,000 cars and understand what it means. A ship of this size is not to bring a few niche luxury cars. A ship of 7,000 cars is to bring thousands of Galaxy E5s and Geome models to flood the ports and to establish a dealer network and guarantee that when the customer goes to the BYD store and sees an Auto 3, they can walk across the street to the Geely dealer and find a rival car in stock ready for delivery. It is a logistics war, and Geely has just equalized BYD's biggest advantage. But BYD has a second advantage, which is their aggressive plan to build factories locally in places like Hungary, Turkey, and potentially Mexico to avoid tariffs. This is what theoretically would guarantee BYD's victory in the long run. So what does Geely have to counterattack this? Li Shufu is not going to build from scratch everywhere. He will use the strategy that made him a billionaire, which is partnership. What few people are connecting is that Geely and Renault have launched a massive global joint venture called Horse. Who is Renault? One of the most traditional automakers in Europe with a massive footprint. Do you understand the chess game? BYD is spending billions and years to build factories from zero. Geely can simply rent the production line. The partnership with Renault opens the door for Geely to start assembling their cars, utilizing existing factories in South Korea and Europe that already have trained workforce and are already operational. Geely can become a local manufacturer overnight without laying a single brick. They skip all the bureaucracy and the construction time and can start benefiting from reduced tariffs much faster than BYD imagines. While BYD is building their castle, Geely can simply enter through the back door of Renault's castle. So now join all the pieces together. A proprietary ship of 7,000 cars equalizing the logistical force of BYD. A partnership with Renault, creating a shortcut for global production before the new BYD factories are even fully up to speed. What we are watching is an invasion, a Chinese civil war disputed on global territory. The strategy of Geely is not just to attack from above. The strategy is total suffocation. The Geome and Galaxy models counterattack the Dolphin and Atto 3. The Zeekr brand counterattacks the Han and Seal. And the Radar RD6 electric Ute counterattacks the Shark hybrid. It is ship against ship. It is the ready-made factory network of Renault against the new construction of BYD. BYD opened the door, but Geely is coming to take the house. And we consumers will watch this battle of titans from the best seat possible, with prices dropping and technology increasing. Hold your breath because the next few years will be crazy. And I want to know from you, who do you think will win this war? The vertical fortress of BYD or the expansive empire of Geely? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I am signing off now. This is Drive and RPM, and I will see you in the next video.